Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I volunteer just because I love sport.
It's inclusive for everybody. There's things for children, there's things for wheelchair users.
The aquatic centre's only just reopened, so I wanted to be sort of involved in part of that journey.
The volunteers, they're just so inspirational, and to be more like them, it makes me a better person, a happier person.
It's a good thing to do. It's fun to meet new people and get involved in an international sporting event.
They're purely for the athletes' benefit and also to see how the real world works.
I volunteer because I'm doing sport management at Manchester Metropolitan University.
I volunteer at a lot of things because it makes me meet new people.
But every time I come, I have a great time, and I'd encourage anyone to give it a go.
And it's just an amazing experience to do, really.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Welcome everyone to Aberdeen Sports Village. We're here for the first day of the Citi Paraswimming World Series meet, incorporating the British Swimming International Meet 2024. We had the heats this morning. It's finals all the way tonight. We've got the World Series, A finals, B finals and youth finals, and also a British national final for you to look forward to. There's the events that we are going to see. The women's 100 metres freestyle event will kick us off at 5 o'clock. We have the open men's 100 freestyle following those women's 100 freestyle finals. And then we move on to the 200 metres individual medley, firstly for women, and then for the open men's 200 metres individual medley finals. At the end of the programme tonight, we have got the 150 metres individual medley, starting off with the women's and carrying on to the open men's 150 individual medley. And that was the event that we saw a world record in the heats this morning from Spain's Teresa Perales, the experienced Paralympian. Took a record out. I wonder if we're in for something a little bit special again tonight. We finished the session with two fun relays, the 34-point and the 49-point freestyle relays. So 34 points, those with physical impairments, and 49 points, those with visual impairments. Well, we hope you're going to enjoy all the action. We hope there's going to be a lot of noise here for the swimmers, encouraging them in their final. That's in the arena here in Aberdeen. And of course, you can join in at home if you're joining us in the live stream. British Swimming would like to thank our official partners, Labara and Up and Go, our official suppliers, Healthspan and SOS, and of course our hosts here in Aberdeen, Aberdeen City Council, for their support of this event. And of course, as always, these events wouldn't run without our technical officials, who are just about to make their way onto the pool side. So excellent work our technical officials do week in, out, year in, year out. And we would like to acknowledge the work that they put into all the big events that we see around the world. So just about ready to get on the way for our very first event. We'll start off, as we said, with the 100-metre freestyle events for women. Oh, we've had a little bit of a delay in starting. There was a little bit of a change to the programmes today. We had a couple of late withdrawals and movement in the heat, so the start sheets, the change in the start sheets came out a little bit late, so the officials got these ones maybe about 15 minutes ago or something, so all ready to go very shortly. We can please welcome the athletes for the Women's 100 Freestyle National Final. So we are away for the first final this evening, and it's the national final for the women's 100 metres freestyle. The full lineup for this one: Abigail Wickens, Isabella Haynes, Evie Lambert, Grace Robinson, Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, Stephanie Booth, Katie Peake and Iona Winifred. In a range of classifications in this final. Remember the classification system 1 to 10 for those with physical impairment, with 1 being the most impaired, 10 being the least impaired. 11 to 13 those with a visual impairment, and 14 those with an intellectual impairment. And stretching away at the front of the field is one of those S14 swimmers, Grace Robinson, going really well. Of course, it's not necessarily the swimmer who touches the wall first who will claim the title in this national final. It's all about the points, the times for the swimmers compared against the world record mark for their classification. And into the wall is Robinson, 103.99. Excellent swim from her, 691 points. And into the wall, second, touching second was Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, 615 points. Can anyone challenge that points mark? The two outside lanes coming in now. Iona Winifred in lane number 8, the last swimmer to finish, and 533 points for her. But it does look like in this instance it was the swimmer who touched the wall first who's going to take that national final, and that was an excellent swim there from Grace Robinson from Citi of Manchester Aquatics. Evie Lambert in second position in terms of the points, 637, and Rebecca Hardy-Bishop from Jersey in third place. So the top 3 swimmers all in the 600 point range. So a nice way to start. That is our result of the first event, first final of this evening. The next event is the Women's 100 metres Freestyle World Series A Final. In lane 1 from the Netherlands, Lisette Bromsma. In lane 7, representing Great Britain, Tony Shaw. In lane 2, representing Spain, Sarai Gascon. In lane 6, representing Great Britain, Faye Rogers. In lane 3, representing Canada, Ariana Hunziker. In lane 5, representing Canada, Aurélie Rivard. In lane 4, representing Great Britain, Poppy Maskell. The World Para Series final up for grabs in this A final. What a star-studded event this is. Aurélie Rivard as the S10 world record holder. And the S11 world record holder is Lisette Bronsma from Netherlands going in lane 1. We saw Scarlett Humphrey from Northampton set a new British record this morning in 1:11:32. So we'll watch out for Scarlett Humphrey in the outside lane. She has the same classification as the world record holder Lisette Bronsma in the S11 classification. But out in front, well, good start from Poppy Maskell. What a world championship Poppy Maskell had last year. 5 medals to her name. She's been chased by Aurélie Rivard in lane number 5. Poppy Maskell going really well. She was the only swimmer under the 1 minute mark in the heats this morning, and into the finish. Can she post a good time? A big points total for Poppy Maskell. 59.90 again, 8:42. Just ahead of her is Aurélie Rivard. We'll watch out for Bronsma finishing now. 8:99 for Lisette Bronsma. And I think that might just take it for the Dutch swimmer. 899 points. And another good swim from Scarlett Humphrey. 110.62 for Scarlett. So the blacked out goggles will have to be checked, but as it stands, Lisette Bruinsma, 899 points, will take the title ahead of Aurélie Rivard. And Poppy Maskell, with that great swim at the front of the field, will claim the bronze medal. If the results are confirmed, of course, we still have to get the blacked out goggles checked and that result to be made official. And Scarlett Humphrey with that, another great swim, 110.62 for Scarlett Humphrey. And if that's confirmed, that is going to be a British record for the Great Britain swimmer. So an excellent swim there at the front of the field from Poppy Maskell, a real star of the GB team over the last couple of years. The S11 swimmers, of course, got no vision. They all wear blacked out goggles. They have to be checked before the result can be made official. And we had two in that race in the outside lanes, Lisette Bruinsma and Scarlett Humphrey. Oh, the result is official. We do have a disqualification, unfortunately, for a technical infraction. Well, the result is confirmed now as the gold medalist Aurélie Rivard, Poppy Maskell and Ariana Hunsaker. That's the top three. This next event is the Women's 100 Freestyle Youth Final. And so for this World Series Youth Final, all Great Britain swimmers with the exception of the swimmer in line number one, the Danish swimmer Freya Norbeck-Kvist. Inside of her is Ava French, Saskia Webb, Amber Haycock, Sienna Oxby, Megan Willis, Letton Jones and Fern Snedden. As we look at it here in the spectator area and on the live stream, of course, line one at the bottom of your shot, lane 8 right at the top. Again, it's following pretty much as we saw in those previous finals. Spearhead of the swimmers at the front of the field. Amber Haycock going well. The S10 swimmer ahead of the S14 swimmers either side of her. Sienna Oxby had the highest points total from the heats. She goes in lane number 5. World Championship swimmer from Great Britain. Also watch out for Megan Willis in lane 6, but into the finish now. Amber Haycock trying to improve the time she did this morning. She is marginally faster, but it is Amber Haycock with a big points total there of 729. And as the final swimmers complete the distance, Fern Snedden, the last swimmer to come in, looking for an improvement of 124.70 and 125.63 for Fern. That really went according to the script, that youth final. Nice swim at the front of the field there from Amber Haycock, and she takes that one. Megan Willis getting in for second place, and Sienna Oxby in third. 729 points for the winner. Nice improvement, marginal improvement there for Amber Haycock, Megan Willis and Sienna Oxby. Oxby also an improvement. This is the Women's 100 Freestyle World Series B Final. Well, slight delay in the proceedings again. Just as we thought we caught up time from that initial delay. There's another one. These changes in the program, the late changes, have had their impact on the timing system. So just got to make sure that everything is right. There was a withdrawal from the A final, and that's impacted on the B final because people have been promoted and the lanes have been switched about. So the B finalists waiting for their opportunity to swim this one. Should be a fast one though. A couple of tough Netherlands swimmers in here. Big Netherlands representation actually, with 3 swimmers in this one. Real international field actually. 3 from Netherlands, 2 from Great Britain, 1 from Canada, 1 from Spain and 1 from Hong Kong. So S14's on the centre of the pool. Couple of S10s, S9 and S7 in the outside lanes. So hopefully it won't be too long. It's great A final that we had earlier. And I think we're ready to go again. So we are away for the B final of this World Series 100 meters freestyle. 3 from the Netherlands, 2 from Great Britain, 1 from Spain, 1 from Canada, and 1 from Hong Kong. So it should be an interesting one. S14's in the middle. S10's also. What a great race this is as they come to the turn. Really good close contest here. Amber van der Kroek from Netherlands, the S14 swimmer, 30.00, but there's nothing in it between, what, 6 swimmers? And the 2 in the outside lane, the 2 lower numerical classes. Well, watch out for them in the points totals. Florian Bilsche and Sabrina Duchesne may spring a surprise, even though they don't touch the wall first. Going along very well is Chan Yu Lam, the winner of the 100 butterfly in the S14 class at the World Championship. She's going to be ahead of the others here at 7:55. Can anyone challenge that? Yes, Lisa Kruger can. 4-time medalist at the World Champs last year. Lisa Kruger is in at the moment, leading the way, just ahead of her teammate Floriana Bulcha and Sabrina Duchesne in the 700-point range. Well, that was an incredibly close final in terms of the points. But it does look like, I think it might be Lisa Kruger at the top, Florian Bulcha in second, and the swimmer who touched the wall first, finishing in third in terms of the points. So there we are. The result is confirmed. Netherlands 1 and 2 with Kruger and Bulcha, and Chan in third for Hong Kong. Please welcome the next event. This is the Open Men's 100 Freestyle National Final. So the other way for this national final. Again, big S14 presence in the centre lanes. I won't say Joseph Greaves, Jude Gunner, Rhea Rogers, Owen Garsides, William Newton, Jamie Curtis, and Max Davies, 2 S8 swimmers. Well, 3 S8 swimmers actually in the outside lanes in 1, 7, and 8. Alongside the S14 swimmers in the middle, it's Rhea Rogers, who's gone off to a quick start here, leading the S14 swimmers. Jude Gunner going well in lane number 3. Owen Garsides in 5. Jude Gunner coming back really well here. The St Felix School swimmer coming back alongside Rhea Rogers. It's going to be a very close finish here. Rogers might just have the edge into the end here. Rhea Rogers just does enough to take that one. 716 points. Can anyone in the outside lane challenge these swimmers? The 2 S8s in the outside lane. It was, in fact, a late replacement. Aidan Stanbrook was in lane number 1, and he finished in 102.16, the S10 swimmer. I don't think anyone was able to challenge the 2 at the front of the field, and there's the result confirmed. Rhea Rogers takes it. Really close contest against Jude Gunner, and Max Davis claims 3rd place in terms of points. This is the men's 100 meters freestyle World Series A final. In lane number 8, representing France, Dimitri Grandjew. In lane number 1, representing Netherlands, Ties van Hofwegen. In lane number 7, representing Spain, Inigo Lopez Sanz. In lane 2, representing Canada, Reid Maxwell. In lane 6, representing Netherlands, Roger Dorsman. In lane 3, representing Great Britain, Louis Lawler. In lane 5, representing Great Britain, Rhys Darby. In lane 4, representing Great Britain, William Ellard. This is the men's 100 meters freestyle World Series A final. Well, big points total for William Ellard in the heats. 884 points. He led the way out of everyone else in the field. He goes in lane number 4. In lane 3, going well, Louis Lawler. Swimmer based here in Scotland. Louis Lawler going well in the early stages. Watch out, of course, for Roger Dorsman. Multi-Paralympic champion Roger Dorsman from Tokyo in 2021. Youngster Reid Maxwell had a good swim as well, the Canadian, and he goes in lane number 2. Watch out for his points, but look at William Ellard go. Great swim here from Ellard. Ellard stretching away now from the rest of the field. He is going to win this one. We'll have a look at the time, 51.76. Such a good swim. Look at that, 972 points. Lola getting in for second place. Roger Dorsman coming in, a close contest there with Rhys Darby. And Dorsman will earn himself 894 points. Still one swimmer to finish, and that is the swimmer in lane number 8, and that's Dimitri Grandjeau of France. It's very much the lower numerical classification, swimming in the S3 classification. So can he spring a surprise from the back of the field? Let's give him some encouragement as he comes in to the final 5 meters. The French team ramping up for the Paris Paralympics later this year, and a great swim as well, 1:37 for the French swimmer Dimitri Grandjeau, 862 points. Well, a lot of scores there in the 800-point range. I think just one out with the 800-point range. We have got the S11 swimmer, of course, Roger Dorsman, so we'll have to wait for the result to be confirmed. Dorsman, the European record holder, just outside that European record by just over a second actually, so not too far away from Roger Dorsman. Well, what a good swim there at the front of the field from William Ellard. Really took it out at a pace, and 51.76. Not too far away from his best. He was an integral part of the GB team at the World Championships last year, just missing out on the gold in the 200 by the smallest of margins. Here is the confirmed result. We have William Ellard taking the gold medal ahead of Roger Dorsman, and the man who finished last was third in terms of the points, Dimitri Grandjeau of France. The next event is the Open Men's 100 meters freestyle World Series Youth Final. So the youth final, just the 6 swimmers taking the start here. Sam Downey, first of the Great Britain swimmers, he goes in lane number 2. Nathan McManus goes in 3. Mark Tomsett in 4. Rowan Brennan goes in 5. Bruce D in lane number 6, and next to him, Arnaud van den Wiel from Belgium, the only non-GB swimmer in this youth final. Right out at the front of the field, looks like it is Mark Tomsett, Nathan McManus, also Rowan Brennan in close attendance. Bruce D was very, very close to a long-standing British record in the S6 classification, so he'll be hoping to try and claim that one. We'll keep an eye on Bruce D, but right at the front of the field, it looks like it is going to be lane 4. Mark Tomsett is going to be in ahead of Rowan Brennan. A good time for him, 56.72. And it's the swimmers coming in now. We'll watch the time for Bruce D. Time he's aiming for, British record 109.83, and he's outside this time, slightly slower than he went in the heats this morning, but that was a massive improvement on his personal best this morning. Well, the young man will have another crack at that British record another day. It survives for another day. The result of this youth final, Mark Tomsett takes it 738 points. Rowan Brennan 696, and it was 670 for Bruce D in third position. This is the Open Men's 100 meters freestyle World Series B final. So the 8 swimmers taking the start for this B final. Canada represented by Philippe Vachon in lane number 1. 4 S14 swimmers alongside him: Adrian Longaron Carrera, Harry Stewart, Jordan Catchpole, Dylan Broom, so 1 from Spain and 3 from Great Britain. Justin Capps and Malte Braunschweig next to each other, the 2 Germans in 6 and 7. They seem well matched. And Evan Austin, lowest numerical class in this B final, he goes in lane number 8. So ahead of the field, it looks like it is lane number 4, and that is Jordan Catchpole, gold medalist in the relay team at the Tokyo Paralympic Games and at the World Championships last year. And Catchpole into the wall now in 54.69. He is just behind him. Looks like it was Dylan Broom. 58.08. Harry Stewart actually had a good swim, 56.72. But good swim from Jordan Catchpole. And he should take that one ahead of Philippe Vachon, I think. Canadian getting in for the silver medal position in that B final. Dylan Broom in third place there with that time of 56.08 it was actually. So Jordan Catchpole with 54.69, 824 points. He was 9th in qualification. Would have loved to be in a A final, but he's made up for it winning that B final. Philippe Vachon in 2nd, and Dylan Broom in 3rd place, just ahead of the Spaniard Longaron Carrera. This is the women's 200 meters individual medley national final. So line up for this national final. Iona Winifred from Tonbridge goes in lane number 1. Isabella Haynes from Bournemouth goes in lane number 2. Chiara Filoni, City of Salford in 3. Grace Robinson, City of Manchester Aquatic in 4. Evie Lambert from Borough of Kirklees in 5. Imogen Dodds from Wellingborough in 6. Rebecca Hardy-Bishop from Jersey in 7. And Maisie Catt in the outside lane, lane number 8 from Richmond Dale. A little bit of a chance for us to draw breath here after those very quick 100 freestyles. And on to the 200 metres individual medley events. Very good start there from Grace Robinson. We saw her swim an excellent 100 freestyle in the national final a little bit earlier. She looks like she's following that up with an excellent start to the 200 individual medley. Great tussle alongside her. Evie Lambert going well, the SM9 swimmer, maybe in second position. One line up from her is Imogen Dodds from Wellingborough, the S13 classification. So again, a range of classes here. All the swimmers trying to get as close to their world record marks for their respective classes to try and get the highest number of points that they can. You can see 2 SM14 swimmers in this one, swimmers with intellectual impairment. SM12 and SM13 swimmers in this one. Got the visual impairment, and the others in the physical impaired classes, 2 from SM7 and 2 from SM9. So Maisie Catt and Iona Winifred, they will go head to head. They both had impressive heats actually, the 2 swimmers in the outside lanes. Maisie Catt winning her heat. Iona Winifred was slightly faster when she swam in the following heat this morning. But already on her way home is Grace Robinson. Again, one for us to watch for the future. Grace Robinson, excellent swim in that 100 freestyle from a 17-year-old. She's followed that up with another good swim here in the 200 individual medley. So City of Manchester Aquatics, Grace Robinson is going to come home ahead of this field. Her entry time from this morning was 2:39. She's just about going to be there, just slipping over the 2:40 mark, 2:40.62. Another good swim from Grace Robinson. She's going to be followed by Evie Lambert, I think, who's coming in lane number 5. There's Evie Lambert, touching now 667 points. She's only just shy of that 676 set by Grace Robinson. So watch out for the outside lanes now to see if they can challenge the points totals. Iona Winifred set a British record just a short time ago in the breaststroke in the SB7 class, and real youngster, one to watch out for the future. She's coming in lane number 1. Target for her 676 I should say, and 6:01 for Iona Winifred. 3 minutes 26 for her is much faster than she went in the heats this morning. And Maisie Catt with that good swim this morning, 3:44. She looks like she's improved as well. 3:43 for Maisie Catt. And nice to see these swimmers in the outside lane improving their entry times from this morning. So another good national final there. Grace Robinson wins that one with 676 points. Another impressive swim. 2:40.62 for her. Evie Lambert just behind, 667. You couldn't get much closer in terms of points. And it was Iona Winifred forcing her way into the top 3, with Isabella Haynes just behind in 5:57. So Grace Robinson looking very good in the 2 races that she has done so far tonight. So that's the first of the 200 metres individual medley finals. 3 more to come. This is the women's 200 meters individual medley World Series A final. In lane number 8, representing Great Britain, Grace Harvey. In lane 1, representing Canada, Danielle Doris. In lane 7, representing Canada, Tess Routliffe. In lane 2, representing Great Britain, Brock Whiston. In lane 6, representing Great Britain, Tony Shaw. In lane 3, representing Great Britain, Faye Rogers. In lane 5, representing Hong Kong, Chan Yu Lam. In lane 4, representing Japan, Eri Kinoshita. This is the women's 200 meters individual medley World Series A final. Well, there's a short delay. Seems to be something in the pool that's getting fished out. Doesn't look too sinister. Maybe a little bit of plastic, I think. Don't know what that is. They've had to put an extension on the brush on the net here. Well, there we go. No one fancies going diving in for it. The pool stuff. But you're gonna need a longer brush. Has he got it? Not sure if he has. Like someone might have to go in for this one. Well, we've had a couple of delays tonight. I didn't expect this one. Has it been retrieved? Who knows? No, I think there's still something there, you know. Just about make it on the, just at the flags. Someone's going to have to go in, I think. Well, we are underway after that demonstration. And many thanks to the pool lifeguards there for retrieving that from the pool. But we're back to the racing now. Again, short delay, but these swimmers very experienced. Should be able to cope with delays like that. Getting off the big races. The two SM14 swimmers in the centre lanes going well in 4 and 5. Faye Rogers, world champion in butterfly, also going really well. So those three swimmers, it's Rogers in 3, Kinoshita in 4, and Chan in lane number 5. They lead them. Chan and Rogers, both champions at the world last year in the butterfly events for their respective classes. Silver medalist in this 200 metres individual medley was Kinoshita of Japan in the S14 classification, and again just missing out on the goal by a very, very slender margin last year. She's looking like she is meaning business here tonight, going into a lead there at the halfway point. Faye Rogers in 3rd, Chan in 2nd position. Tony Shaw, one of the home swimmers, trains here in Aberdeen alongside Faye Rogers. So the two Aberdeen swimmers going well in 3rd and 4th. Coming back down the field, watch out for Brock Whiston. She is the world record holder in this event in the SM8. Set that one at the World Championships back in 2019. So watch out for the big points total for Brock Whiston potentially. She's going in lane number 2, but in to the turn now. And Kinoshita still has that lead. Kinoshita is the Asian record, very fast, 2:24.32. Can she challenge that time? He's being followed by Chan, but I don't think they're going to catch the Japanese swimmer here at the front of the field. Faye Rogers going well in lane number 3. Tony Shaw in lane 6. Watch out for the points totals of these two swimmers. But here comes into the finish now Hira Kinoshita from Japan, and she will touch in 2:27.90. Another big points total. We'll see what Faye Rogers can do here, and 2:35, 801 points for Faye Rogers. Tony Shaw, it will be more and will be leading as we wait for Brock Whiston, but she immediately gets a 900-point score, and Brock Whiston leads the way with the swimmers in the outside lane still to come. Watch out for Tess Rutlev from Canada, the world champion in the SM7. 943 for Tess, and she will go to the top now. Can anyone challenge that? Grace Harvey and Daniel Doris, I don't think they will. Well, a good total for Grace Harvey, 813, and 759 for Doris. So the lead changing hands as the swimmers hit the wall. As we said, it's not necessarily the swimmer who touches the wall first who will claim the title, and that is how it panned out. And Tess Rutlev from Canada will take the gold medal ahead of Brock Whiston and Tony Shaw, the two Great Britain swimmers. This is the women's 200 meters individual medley youth final. So youth final gets underway. Also a good performance there by Canadian in that A final. Can they double up here with the youth final? Katie Cosgrove goes in lane number 4, SM10 swimmer. Charlotte Jones goes in 1. And this youth final, Saskia Webb in lane 2, Amber Haycock in 3, Katie Cosgrove in lane number 4, Sienna Oxby in 5, Megan Willis in 6, Susie Pellis in 7, and Hung Chuk Yang from Hong Kong goes in the outside lane in lane number 6, lane number 8. Swims in the SM6 class. She's the lowest numerical class, a Hong Kong swimmer in that outside lane right at the top of your screen. So Cosgrove on nicely as they go to halfway mark. Cosgrove was the highest points earner from the heats, and she swam that 238.21. She was in the World Championship team last year. She's missing out on the medals in the butterfly event. She's looking good in this individual medley. Sienna Oxby is also in the Great Britain team in those World Championships. Swimming the breaststroke event. Megan Willis, Commonwealth Games swimmer for Wales in 2022. Can they get back on Katie Cosgrove? Cosgrove really doing well, just maintaining that advantage that she had from the very early stages. The Canadian looking good. Two swimmers on either side, Amber Haycock and Sienna Oxby. Well, pulling up. Amber Haycock, there's 10 swimmer. Sienna Oxby, breaststroke specialist almost last year, and she's coming up into second now. She's hit the second position Amber Haycock in 3rd place. Megan Willis still in 4th place. The SM9 swimmer ahead of Susie Pellis, but heading for home now. Katie Cosgrave of Canada. Can she go faster than 2:38 that she went this morning? I think she might. You know, it's clock just ticking over at 2:30. It's going to be another good points total for Katie Cosgrave. Great time, 2:36.26 for Katie Cosgrave. Look at the points total, 796. Sienna Oxby in 2nd, Amber Haycock in 3rd, but it's reversed in terms of the points. I think probably the only one now that can challenge that points total is the swimmer in lane number 8, and that is Chuk Yan from Hong Kong, swimmer who has taken a silver medal in the breaststroke at the World Championships last year in the SB6 class. Can she challenge that big points total of Katie Cosgrave? Oh, she's in the 700 range, but not quite enough to challenge the Canadian. So another good time there from Chuk Yang. 3:16 for her, an improvement on her heat time. And the result, I think, is confirmed. And there we have it. Chuk Yang in 3rd place. Megan Willis, good swim from her in 2nd. And Katie Cosgrave from Canada will take that youth final. This is the women's 200 meters individual medley World Series B final. So they're away for this B finals at Brunsma. Will be one of the favourites for this one. She is the European record holder in the S11 class. She goes nearest to us in lane number 1. Tris Marida Maladana. She goes in lane 2 for Spain. Pernilla Lindberg from Sweden in 3. Poppy Maskell and Louise Fides, 2 Great Britain swimmers in the centre lanes in 4 and 5, both in the SM14 class. Lisa Kruger might be a threat. She goes in lane number 6, the second of the Dutch swimmers in this one. The second Spanish swimmer, Mahia Zudare Barezzo, in lane number 7. And Scarlett Humphrey, well, had a great British record swim this morning in the heats. And also set another British record tonight a little bit earlier on in the 100 freestyle. So we'll keep an eye on Scarlett Humphrey to see what she can do in terms of challenging her British record here. She's another one of the SM11 swimmers, same classification as Lisette Brunsma. Brunsma has the edge though as they go over to S11 swimmers. In the centre of the pool, the S14 swimmers, Poppy Maskell and Louise Fides. We are side by side. Lisa Kruger coming through strongly. Lisa Kruger, very strong breaststroker. Won the Paralympic title back in Rio in 2016, Lisa Kruger. And she is pulling up now in lane number 6. Louise Fides in lane number 5. going well. She's gone to the front of the field. Louise Fiddis. Poppy Maskell struggling slightly on the breaststroke. So Fiddis heads Lisa Kruger. Pernilla Lindberg going well. That yellow cap of Sweden. Poppy Maskell is going to have to play catch up here. So it looks like it might be Louise Fiddis with this one. Lisa Kruger. There are different classifications, of course. So watch out for the points as Pernilla Lindberg coming back strongly. But here comes Louise Fiddis. She'll be pleased to touch the wall first. And Louise Fiddis, 231, 801 points. Great swim from her. And that is 837 from Lisa Kruger. Getting in ahead of Louise Fiddis in terms of points. And I'm not sure that anyone can challenge those points totals. Let's watch for Lisette Brunsma in lane number 1. She might be able to do that here. No, 767 points for the Dutch swimmer Brunsma. And we'll keep an eye on the time of Scarlett Humphrey as well. And that is another excellent time from Scarlett Humphrey. And if that result is confirmed, it could be another British record for Scarlett Humphrey, 249.89, an incredible improvement for Scarlett Humphrey. So she can be extremely delighted with her day's work if that result is confirmed. In terms of the points, that might take her, well, takes her ahead of Lisette Brunsma, the European record holder. And Lisa Kruger is just going to be ahead of Scarlett Humphrey. Blacked out goggles are going to be checked before we get the official results. And we have the result of that one is confirmed. 837 points. Lisa Kruger will take that one. 810 points and a new British record for Scarlett Humphrey, her 4th of the day, and a great swim from Louise Fiddis to get her into the 800-point range for 3rd place in that B final. Great performances. This is the Open Men's 200 meters individual medley national final. The lineup for this national final. Kind of big presence from the SM14 classification. Akash Das goes in 1. He's an SM8 swimmer. William Newton, the first of the SM14s, goes in lane number 2. Zach Sturgis, S10 swimmer, in 3. Joseph Greaves, Jude Gunner, and Corey Hare, all SM14. They go in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Lewis Jones in lane number 7, and Aidan Stanbrook back in the water again. He was a late replacement in the 100 freestyle, but he's in this time in lane number 8, the SM10 swimmer from Winchester. So going out according to the seeding, we saw Joseph Greaves and Jude Gunner being the fastest two from the qualification heats. Jude Gunner especially with an excellent 100 freestyle earlier today. Good backstroke though from Corey Hare, bringing him back into contention. He's in 2nd place there as they go over the halfway point. Yes, M14's leading the way. They're in first, second, and third position, followed by Zach Sturgis in fourth. The SM10 swimmer. And there's the battle at the front of the field. Jude Gunner now being caught by Joseph Greaves. He's also been caught by Corey here. The breaststroke just all kind of closing up as they come to the end of this breaststroke leg. We saw Jude Gunner have a very strong 100 freestyle, so he should have that in the tank when he goes into this final 50 meters. Joseph Greaves has taken up the running though. There's a lead of just over a second. I wonder what Jude Gunner's got left in the tank. Joseph Greaves started well there. It's not all over yet though. They're trying to kind of bear him down, but Greaves looks strong in lane number 4, trying to follow on from the swim that he had in the qualification heats. Jude Gunner is not giving up here, but I think that Joseph Greaves might just have the edge, and he will get to the wall first. Joseph Greaves into the wall, and he will touch it at 2:23.58. Excellent time there from Joseph Greaves. Jude Gunner in second position. And in terms of the points, it looks like it is 700 points for Joseph Greaves. That will be the leader so far. Can anyone in the outside lanes challenge that? I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to do that. Coming in lane number 1, Akash Das. And he will touch in 2:51, 552 points. So it was the swimmer who got to the wall first, Joseph Greaves, winning that close contest with Jude Gunner and Corey Hare. Zach Sturgis in 4th position in terms of the points. This is the Open Men's 200 meters Individual Medley World Series A final. In lane 8, representing Great Britain, Bruce D. In lane 1, representing Austria, Andreas Sonner. In lane 7, representing Germany, Maurice Vettekam. In lane 2, representing the Netherlands, Rogier Dorsman. In lane 6, representing the Netherlands, Bas Takken. In lane 3, representing Great Britain, Rhys Darby. In lane 5, representing Great Britain, William Ellard. In lane 4, representing Great Britain, Cameron Verncombe. This is the Open Men's 200 meters Individual Medley World Series A final. Again, another top field here for this A final. The 3S14 swimmers from Great Britain in the centre lanes. They were the fastest from the qualification heats. Cameron Verncombe was fastest overall, and he had the top point score. Rogier Dorsman second top from the heats, and third top was Bruce D out there in lane number 8. So watch out for the Northampton swimmer representing Great Britain going in that outside lane. He'll be slower than the others, but in terms of the points, we'll see what he can do right out at the front of the field. It is Cameron Verncoom again. We saw Cameron Verncoom go out very, very fast. 3 Great Britain swimmers in the middle of the field. Well, they were all in the World Championship final. Rhys Darby was the man that came out on top at the World Championships last year with a silver medal. Roger Dorsman, he will be a threat as well. The S11 swimmer from the Netherlands. Going over now, taking the tap. He'll be wearing the black tote goggles, heading for home. He's a Paralympic champion in this event. Bas Takken, also taken Paralympic medal in this event. His Dutch teammate, who goes in lane number 6. But Cameron Verncoom going really well. Can anyone catch Cameron Verncoom now? He's really gone out for this one. Rhys Darby chasing him down as he did in the World Championship final last year. Cameron Verncoom had an excellent 150, but he was just caught in a final 50 freestyle. Doesn't look like he's going to be caught here, but Rhys Darby is on the chase. William Ellard as well, a very strong freestyler, but it looks like Cameron Verncoom might just take this one. Rhys Darby, I don't think he's got an answer to Cameron Verncoom today. Well, watch out for the points, but Verncoom now is coming away, stretching away at the front of the field, and Cameron Verncoom is going to take this one. We'll just check the clock. He went 2:12 in qualification. He's gone 2:11 in the final. Well done, Cameron Verncoom. 905 points. Can anyone challenge that? Takken, 713. Dorsman, 922. So Roger Dorsman is the highest points total so far, with the outside lane swimmers to come. Andreas Soner from Austria, Paralympic medalist in breaststroke. He comes in 236.33. And here comes Bruce T. Let's give him some encouragement as he comes into the closing stages here. Bruce T. He's going to be slightly slower than he was this morning, I think. 767 points for the Great Britain swimmer in the S6 class. So, as they stand, Roger Dorsman will take that one with 922 points. Cameron Verncoom, 905 points. He will be delighted with that one, getting in ahead of his 2 Great Britain teammates, Rhys Darby and also William Ellard. Bas Takken, 713 points, and he's behind Bruce D and Maurice Vettekam, 767, 731. Of course, the blacked-out goggles have to be checked for Roger Dorsman. Wait for the official results. I think we have it now. Oh, there has been a disqualification, unfortunately, and that was William Ellard, but the result is confirmed. Roger Dorsman takes it for the Netherlands, 922 points. He will take the gold medal ahead of Cameron Verncoom and Rhys Darby. This is the Open Men's 200 meters Individual Medley World Series Youth Final. There are just 3 swimmers in the pool for this youth final, 200 meters individual medley. Arnaud van den Abel from Belgium nearest to us. In lane number 3, Mark Tomset from Great Britain. In lane 4, and Nathan McManus in lane number 5. Also Great Britain swimmer. So the 2 swimmers from Great Britain, SM14 class. Swimmers with an intellectual impairment. And the Belgian swimmer in 9.3 in the SM10 classification. So it looks like it's pretty much spread out here. We saw Mark Tomset set the fastest time of the 3 swimmers in the heats this morning. He swam 2:23.10. That was some 8 seconds ahead of Nathan McManus, and quite well ahead of Van den Abel. So Mark Tomset just leading the field here in this youth final. Third of the 4 finals in this 200 metres individual medley in the open men's category. It's going to take something spectacular to topple Mark Tomset from the lead. Nathan McManus clear in second position. The gap is something like 9 seconds. It was 8 seconds in the qualification. Well, it's going to be slightly bigger, I think, unless Nathan McManus can have a little bit of a spurt here on the freestyle. And here we go. Mark Tomset, 2:23.10 in qualifying, 2:23.69. So consistent stuff from Mark Tomset. Nathan McManus will be in 2:31.71. That's slightly faster than he went this morning, 2:31.96. So he did pick it up on that freestyle. And Arno van den Abel from Belgium coming in lane number 3. His qualification time was 3:08.69. And the clock just coming up to the 3-minute mark. So he's got himself a little bit of a chance to try and dip under that 3:08 mark. Oh, it's going to be very close indeed. Oh, 3:08.37. So he is inside it by 0.3 of a second. So 3 very consistent swims there from the swimmers in that youth final. There's the result confirmed. Mark Tomset takes it 698 points ahead of McManus and Van den Abel. This is the Open Men's 200 metres Individual Medley World Series B Final. On the way for this B final. 2 Spanish swimmers, Stuart Jacobo Garrido Bruin, Javier Labrador Fernandez. Different classifications. Harry Stewart from Great Britain, A3, Aymeric Parmentier with a good start in lane number 4. Alexander Elliott from Canada goes in lane number 5. Dylan Broom in 6 from Great Britain. Justin Capps from Germany in 7, and Zach Shattuck from USA. Lowest numerical class in this final. Zach going in the outside lane there in lane number 8. So at the front of the field, Parmentier being a medalist at the major championships before, the Belgian. Alex Elliott in 2nd, the Canadian, World Championship finalist last year, Canadian. It's very close at the centre of the pool here. S14s and Alec Elliott. The S10 has been surrounded by the S14s here as they come down towards the last turn. Still Parmentier, the Belgian, being chased by Harry Stewart, 1 lane down from him in lane number 3. Those yellow marked lanes 4 and 5, with 4 closest to us. And Parmentier is just going to hold on to this lead into the final turn. Elliott's a very strong freestyler, the Canadian. Wonder if he can pull back in these closing stages. Harry Stewart from Plymouth, saw him swim a good 100 free as well. But Parmentier is the one who's just leading those two either side. Going to be a very close finish here. They're all closing up on Parmentier. Elliott in lane number 5, and also Stewart in lane number 3. The 3 swimmers all coming in absolutely together here. It looks like Elliott might just take it on the touch. Alexander Elliott will get it. 707 points. He's not ahead in terms of points. He was ahead when they hit the wall. Great finish from the Canadian. 729 though. Parmentier should take this one, depending on what Zach Shattuck does on lane number 8. Zach Shattuck was finalist in the Tokyo Paralympic Games. I'm not sure we've seen him much in the major international since then. I think he took part in the World Championships the last couple of years, but certainly the Tokyo Paralympian Zach Shattuck. What can he do in terms of points as he hits the wall in 3:03.95, just outside the time that he did in the morning heats. And Parmentier looks like he might take them. In fact, Parmentier is at 729 points. It was Harry Stewart actually, 732 points. My apologies, Harry. I think the result is confirmed now. Harry Stewart taking that one, Parmentier in 2nd, and Elliott in 3rd place. Jacobo Garrido Brun, good swim for 4th, and Labrador Fernandez in 5th for Spain. So, first medal ceremonies of the night about to take place. We'll go down to the turn end of the pool for these 100-metre events and 200 metres events for our first medal ceremonies. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 100 metres freestyle World Series A final. Presenting the medals is three-time Paralympian and two-time Paralympic gold medalist Graham Edmonds. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Canada, Ariana Hunsaker. The winner of the silver medal, representing Great Britain, Poppy Maskell. The winner of the gold medal, representing Canada, Aurélie Rivard. Aberdeen, please give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 100 metres freestyle World Series Youth Final. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Great Britain, Sienna Oxby. Decision. Silver medal, not taking the medal podium, was Megan Willis. Winner of the gold medal, representing Great Britain, Amber Haycock. Aberdeen, please give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 100 metres freestyle, the British highest score across all finals. Highest Great Britain swimmer across all finals in terms of points, the gold medal, and the British champion is Poppy Maskell. And the junior champion representing Great Britain, Iona Winifred. Fortunately, Iona Winifred not at the medal ceremony tonight, but good swim nevertheless. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the Open Men's 100 metres freestyle A final. The winner of the bronze medal, representing France, Dimitri Grandjou. The winner of the silver medal, representing Netherlands, Rogier Dosman. The winner of the gold medal, representing Great Britain, William Ellard. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the Opens Men 100 Freestyle Youth Final.
That's the way to get my attention.
And also on the medal podium are the medalists for the highest British scores for the senior and junior events. The gold medalists for both the youth event and the highest GBR swimmer across all finals is William Ellard. The highest GBR junior swimmer across all finals is Jude Gunner. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Well, two swimmers that were not on the medal podium. Reid Maxwell from Canada, who took the silver in the youth event, and Rhys Darby from Great Britain, who took the bronze. This is the women's 150 meters individual medley World Series A final. In lane number 3, representing Spain, Teresa Perales. In lane number 5, representing Germany, Tanja Schultz. And in lane 4, representing Germany, Gina Butcher. This is the women's 150 meters individual medley World Series A final. So only 2 swimmers taking the start for this one. That is Gina Butcher and Teresa Perales. We're not going to see Tanja Schultz in this final. Of course, it was Teresa Perales who took that world record earlier today. She's swimming in the SM2 classification. Teresa Perales. So we'll keep an eye on her progress. She should be behind in terms of time. Gina Butcher, German swimmer in the centre lane. There's 2 classifications difference between these two. Gina Butcher in the SM4 class and Teresa Perales swimming in the SM2. So remember, the swimmers with a physical impairment, the lower numerical classes mean the most impairment. So Teresa Perales has a higher impairment than Gina Butcher. So Gina Butcher is ahead, trying to get as many points as she can to try and hold off the challenge there of Teresa Perales. Perales was the only one above the 1,000 point mark, 1,013 points in the qualification heats. So she's going to be tough to beat if she can get close to that time. And I can tell you, Teresa Perales is a little bit faster than she went this morning, so we could be in for another world record. Like Gina Butcher, 23-year-old from Germany. Again, been another one of these swimmers who's been a fixture of the German team over the last few years. A real batch of swimmers that came in maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. And they've gone on to great success, that young German team back then. Teresa Perales, well, one of the most decorated Paralympians of all time, Teresa Perales. 27 Paralympic medals to her name over the years. Let's see what Teresa Perales and Gina Butcher can do in this one. Gina Butcher, silver medalist last year at the World Championships, goes over in that time of 2:19.05. She had entry time this morning of 3:10.00, so she could be on course to challenge that one. Just going past Teresa Perales as the Spanish swimmer goes in the other direction. But Gina Butcher now coming home. She'll be hoping to build towards the Paris Games. And she was finalist in Tokyo in 2021. Those Paralympic Games. Looking forward to her second Paralympics. And she is coming home now. 3:10 was the entry time from the heats. Can Gina Butcher get inside that one? I think she can. Excellent swim from her. 3:08.33. Well done, Gina Butcher. 732 points. Teresa Perales, that 1,000 point mark that she broke in the heats this morning. Well, she is going to be very tough to beat. At this stage, this morning, she went 3:34.43. She's now 3:28, so well inside the world record pace for Teresa Perales. So we could be on for another world record here. The record stands from this morning, 4:44.16, so we will keep an eye on that time. Teresa Perales, well, she has been to, 6 Paralympic Games in her long career. 27 medals, as I said, 7 of them gold. She's one of the great Spanish athletes of all time. And she did swim in the S5 classification, but her impairment has worsened. She's now down in the S2 classification, still competing extremely well. And here comes Teresa Perales now. We could be on for something really special here. 4:44.16 is the record that she set this morning as she comes into the last 10. Let's give her a bit of encouragement here. The great Spanish Paralympian Teresa Perales into the last 5 now. Clock just ticking over at 4:36. And Perales is going to be in. It's going to be another record for her. 4:40.44. And that is another world record swim if that's confirmed from Teresa Perales. Well, we'll wait for confirmation of that result. Big smile from Teresa Perales. She's really improved that time. Good time from Gina Butcher as well. There, the result is confirmed on your scoreboard. Gina Butcher in 3:08.33, but subject to ratification, Teresa Perales in the SM2 class, a new world record. Well done, Teresa Perales. This is the Open Men's 150 meters Individual Medley World Series A final. In lane number 3, representing Spain, Daniel Ferrer Robles. In lane 5, representing France, Dimitri Grandjou. In lane 4, representing Austria, Andreas Ernhofer. This is the Open Men's 150 meters Individual Medley World Series A final. So 3 swimmers in the water for this A final. Daniel Ferrer Robles, Andreas Ernhofer and Dimitri Grandjou. I've already seen Dimitri Grandjou take a bronze medal in those World Series events. I wonder if we can add another medal here. So in the heats this morning, these 3, they were headed by Grandjou, the French swimmer, in terms of points, 862 points. He was well ahead of Ernhofer in terms of points, 578 for the Austrian. and it was 2-4-1 for Ferrer Robles. Ferrer Robles has gone out pretty well though. A little bit faster than he went this morning. Ernhofer still leading, Grandjou doing well in lane number 5, trying to keep pace with the Austrian, but we know that Ernhofer's a very strong breaststroker. Taking medals before in the major championships in this event, the individual medley, also in the breaststroke events as well. So Ernhofer, very strong breaststroker. Grandjou looks very strong as well. First time we've really seen this young man, Dimitri Grandjou, in the major international para series. Again, the French, as we said before, really ramping up for the Paris Paralympics. Want to have a strong team at those Paris Paralympic Games. We've got some real stars going for a big medal haul when they get to their home Paralympic Games. Robles Ernhofer going over in 155.43. The Austrians, of course, are able to, one of the countries able to make qualification standards. These kind of previous meets, some countries have a trials, like Great Britain, they have a one-off trials to try and pick their Paralympic team. Austria had a qualification period, and Ernhofer, certainly one of the well-known faces in the Austrian team. We're trying to make it to the Paris Paralympic Games. Here's Ernhofer. He's coming in, trying to put it as much in between him and Grandjou as possible. And Andreas Ernhofer in there. He finishes in 2:46.70. 607 points. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to beat Grandjou. 978 points. Wow, look at that. Well, what a great swim from Grandjou in 2:57.40. Excellent time for Dimitri Grandjou. 978 points. Wow. Leg points total for him. And Ferrer Robles, I think he should be a little bit faster than he was in the heats this morning. Spanish swimmer took a couple of medals at the World Championships last year in the sprint events. So as we said this morning, maybe the 150 individual medley, not quite his #1 event, but certainly a very good sprinter, and caused a couple of shocks actually at the World Championships. I remember certainly in one of his events, he was in one of the outside lanes and came through very strongly to take a medal in that World Championship final. But Ferrer Robles into the wall now, and he will finish in that time of 3:53, so significantly faster than he went in the heats this morning. So Grandjou looks like he will take the title, adding another medal to his tally today if that is confirmed. And Ernhofer in second place, Ferrer Robles in third place, if the result is confirmed. Here is confirmation of the result. Grandjou 978 points, massive point score. Ernhofer in second, Ferrer Robles in third. So we're looking for swimmers to go to the medal presentation area. Test route lift needs to report in. Raya Kinoshita, Katie Cosgrave and Megan Willis. Can we report into the medal presentation area? We're also looking for all the men for the 200 metres individual medley presentations. Roger Dorsman, Cameron Verncombe, Rhys Darby, Bruce D, Maurice Fetterkamp and Jude Gunner. You can make your way to the medal presentation areas very quickly, please. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 200 metres individual medley World Series A final. Presenting the medals again is three-time Paralympian and two-time Paralympic gold medalist Graham Edmonds. The winner of the bronze medal representing Great Britain, Tony Shaw. Winner of the silver medal representing Great Britain, Brooke Whiston. The winner of the gold medal representing Canada, Tess Routliff. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 200 metres individual medley World Series Youth Final. A small delay behind the scenes of this medal presentation. We do have our VIP, Graham Edmonds. Great to see a great Paralympian back from 2004, 2008, 2012, Graham Edmonds. Excellent to see him present these medals to the next generation. The youth medal presentation about to come up. Well, we can move on now to the next medal presentation, which is the medal ceremony for the women's 200 metres individual medley, British highest swimmers across all finals. Winner of the gold medal and British champion is Brock Whiston. Winner of the gold medal and British junior champion, Iona Winifred. Aberdeen, give it up for your British medalists. Oh, we're still waiting for the World Series Youth Final. We sorted out behind the scenes. We are going to postpone the youth final for the women, but we can. Please welcome the medal ceremony for the open men's 200 metres individual medley World Series A final. Winner of the bronze medal representing Great Britain, Rhys Darby. Winner of the silver medal representing Great Britain, Cameron Verncombe. Winner of the gold medal representing Netherlands, Rogier Dosman. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the open men's 200 metres individual medley World Series Youth Final. The winner of the silver medal representing Great Britain, Bruce Dee. The winner of the gold medal representing Great Britain, Rhys Darby. Aberdeen, please give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the Open Men's 200 metres individual medley, British highest swimmers across all finals. The highest GB points earner across all finals and British champion is Cameron Burncombe. Highest GB junior points total across all finals, representing St Felix School, Jude Gunner. Aberdeen, give it up for your British medalists. Aberdeen, we can now welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 200 metres individual medley World Series Youth Final. Winner of the bronze medal representing Great Britain, Megan Willis. Winner of the silver medal representing Canada, Katie Cosgrave. Unfortunately, we don't have the gold medalist, Airi Kanishita from Japan. But Aberdeen, please give it up for your medalist. The next event is the mixed 4x100 metres 34-point freestyle team relay. The team going in lane number 4, the team from Great Britain. So just the one team taking part in these relays. Great Britain team. It's been very strong in the relays. in the major championships. Grace Harvey starts them off. It's the mixed 4x100 meters, 34-point freestyle team. 34 points means that the classification number of each of the swimmers, the freestyle classification, can add up to no more than 34 points. So Grace Harvey as an S6 leading them off. We'll hand over to Thomas Navarro-Barber, Tony Shaw and Ollie Carter will be the team. First time the mixed relays came in, have been a great addition to the major championship programme in the last couple of years. We had the single-sex relays in the Tokyo Paralympics, but all the relays in Paris Paralympics are going to be mixed relays. Very, very exciting at the major championships. Things can switch about, so not only to think about the classification of the swimmers to make up that 34 points, but you've got to try and think about where you put your men and your women in, what position you put them in. The freestyle relay, maybe a little bit more straightforward than the medley relay. I suppose maybe a little bit more choice of where you put your swimmers in the freestyle relay, as you can mix them about in the four. Thomas Navarro-Barber coming home. He's another one of the young swimmers who'll be hoping to make it to those Paris Paralympic Games. Hard to believe that it's Paralympic year already. Tokyo doesn't seem too long ago at all. Of course, because of COVID, it was postponed for a year. All these swimmers in this relay team will be hoping to force their way onto that team through the halfway point. As I said, Great Britain always been strong traditionally in the relays. Looking to continue that run. Tony Shaw is in the water now. Tony Shaw trained right here in Aberdeen. That's where she's based. She was in Stirling for a while. Back in Aberdeen now. Didn't see Tony Shaw too much last year. She didn't compete that much at all, but she came back in the World Championships and she really impressed. It was very strong performances there from Tony Shaw at that World Championships last year, taking a medal in the 400 freestyle, which is fastly becoming her signature event. Also taking medals at the major championships in other events as well. Well, that 400 freestyle was the one that she won bronze medal in the very first day of competition. She was Britain's, I think she was Britain's first medal in the pool in the Tokyo Paralympics back in 2021. So great to see Tony Shaw back on form and trying to make it to another Paralympic Games. Ollie Carter going in the final leg here, would love to make it to his first Paralympic Games. Again, he's been on the GB team for the last two World Championships in Madeira in 2022 and also in Manchester last year. Also a member of the Scottish Commonwealth Games team in Birmingham in 2022. He said that was a real memorable moment for him. So Ollie Carter will bring the mixed team home here. Great relay practice for this quartet. It's all to play for really in terms of relay places. Might be an avenue that some of these swimmers might use to get to that Paris Paralympic Games. So here comes Ollie Carter. Let's give a big hand for the team. Grace Harvey, Thomas Navarro-Barber, Tony Shaw and Ollie Carter. Never easy to swim that race on your own, but they have negotiated that in 4:21.26. So Great Britain are confirmed 4:21.26 for that one. This is the mixed 4x100 meters 49-point freestyle team. In lane number 4, we have the team from Great Britain. So 49-point relay team is for swimmers with a visual impairment. Again, the individual classification numbers, S11, 12 and 13, cannot add up to more than 49 points when you combine them. And what a day Scarlett Humphrey has had. I made it 4 British record in 4 swims there for Scarlett Humphrey in the 2 in the 100 freestyle, 2 in the 200 individual medley. I wonder if she's going to have a little bit of a go at this one. You can set a record in the first leg of a relay. And Scarlett Humphrey, with that time that she swam in the final of the 100 freestyle, the new British record, 1:10.62. Can Scarlett Humphrey do it again? Is she going to make it 5 in a day? It'd be a tough ask. But Scarlett Humphrey is in record-breaking form in recent weeks. She's coming into the last 5 meters now. She has no vision at all. She can take a tap at the end. 1:10.62. Oh, not this time for Scarlett. 1:11.89. But that is a cracking set of swims that she has had today in the 100 freestyle. Just about a second outside the British record, the new British record that she set a little bit earlier tonight. Alfie Penfold is the next swimmer in. And Alfie Penfold, again, one of these swimmers would be hoping to try and force his way into the GB team. This is one of the Paris events, the 49-point relay. So Great Britain been successful in previous championships as well. They just missed out on the medals in the World Championships last year, but did take medals previously in the 2022 World Championships. So well, they are a team there or thereabouts in terms of contention for the medals at the big international competitions. So Alfie Penfold's going well on that second leg. And he gets in 2:16.24. So that's around about 104 for Alfie Penfold, I think. Eliza Humphrey, the second of the Humphrey sisters. Incredibly talented pair. The 2 Humphrey sisters. Since Scarlett Humphrey's been on world record, British record form recently in the last month. So is Eliza Humphrey, setting records in the distance events. We've seen her set new British records in the likes of the 1500 freestyle and 400 IM. She was in the World Championship team back in 2022. Eliza Humphrey. She'll be hoping to make it, along with her sister, into the team for Paris later on this year. So Eliza Humphrey going along very nicely when she comes into the final closing stages, the final half of this 100 meters freestyle leg for her. It's great to see the S11 swimmers. Seen a number of S11 swimmers today at this World Paris Series. Ted Brownsma, Roger Dorsman, the 2 Humphrey sisters. Eliza Humphrey in 3:32.64, so it's around about 1:15, I think, for Eliza Humphrey. And hands over to Matthew Redfern. Matthew was a member of that medal winning team back in the World Championships in 2022. Sister, of course, a multi-medalist at the major championships, Rebecca Redfern in breaststroke events. But Matthew here trying to make it a family affair. Going into Paris, he would love to make it to his first Paralympic Games. Matthew Redfern could be a key man in the relay team for Great Britain. If Great Britain decide to take that relay team. Matthew Redfern will be one of the names on the sheet, I'm sure, if he can continue his progress. But he will bring the team back in to finish in 4:29.97. And that is the 49-point relay team finishing the swimming action for the evening. Of course, we've got medal presentations to come, so don't leave us here in the venue and on the live stream to celebrate our medal presentations. But Matthew Redfern, big smile on the face of Matthew. And if that result is confirmed, which I think it is, Great Britain will finish that relay in 4:29.97. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the women's 150 metres individual medley World Series A final. Presenting the medals tonight is three-time Paralympian and two-time Paralympic gold medalist Graham Edmonds. The winner of the gold medal in a new world record time, representing Spain, Teresa Perales. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Aberdeen, please welcome the medal ceremony for the Open Men's 150 metres individual medley World Series A final. The winner of the silver medal representing Austria, Andreas Ernhofer. The winner of the gold medal representing France, Dimitri Granzieu. Aberdeen, give it up for your medalists. Well, it's been a good night of action here in the pool. Another world record for us to enjoy. A number of British records as well. Great performances, massive points totals as well. And that concludes our evening session. And the competition will resume tomorrow morning at 9:30. So please join us then, whether you're here in Aberdeen or on the live stream. 9:30 UK time tomorrow morning.
10, 9, ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I volunteer just because I love sport.
It's inclusive for everybody. There's things for children, there's things for wheelchair users.
The aquatic centre's only just reopened, so I wanted to be sort of involved in part of that journey.
The volunteers, they're just so inspirational, and to be more like them, it makes me a better person, a happier person.
And it's a good thing to do. It's fun to meet new people and get involved in an international sporting event.
They're purely for the athletes' benefit and also to see how the real world works.
I volunteer because I'm doing sport management at Manchester Metropolitan University.
I volunteer at a lot of things because it makes me meet new people.
But every time I come, I have a great time, and I'd encourage anyone to give it a go.
And it's just an amazing experience to do, really.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.